you guys out there. Okay, riprap in the summertime, well, riprap anytime is a good, they live on riprap 12 months out of the year. And there's really not a bad time to fish riprap since fish use them all the time. It's just adjusting your technique to the season, time of year. So what I want to talk about today is how I fish riprap in the summertime. And there's two primary baits, actually one primary bait, but there's two different ones we'll go into. Now, first of all, I prefer fishing riprap in the summertime in off-colored water. It's like if you have a lake that has water visibility of over about 3 or 4 feet, riprap is not going to be that good in the summer, except maybe night fishing or something like that. I prefer water visibility between, or less than 3 feet. Perfect water visibility, in my opinion, for riprap fishing in the summertime is like a foot and a half visibility. I start out usually, early in the morning with a popper, like a little chugger or something like that, but that's not going to last very long, and that's not the main pattern here. Just throw that little chugger right up against those rocks for the first hour or so, and then once that sun gets up, guys, this is what you want here. This is a Megabass flap slap, flat-sided thread pin shad imitating crankbait here. I'll put the link in my Tackle Warehouse link if you guys would like to pick one up. This bait is deadly, guys, in the summertime on riprap if the water is dirty. There's something about it. It's just the tight wobble that it has. It looks like a shad. Maybe those fish are up there, feeding on those shad that are feeding on plankton or whatever. I'm not sure what the deal is, but this thing will run about probably 4 feet deep on 10-pound test Seaguar and Vizex line. And what I do with this is I just get on that riprap and I want to target sort of that 1 to 4 foot zone. So I usually get in sort of parallel, maybe a little bit of a 45-degree angle depending upon the slope of the riprap. If it's a flatter slope and it's not as deep, I'll 45-degree angle it. If it's a sharper slope to the riprap, I'll parallel it. But I want to try to get it as close to the bottom as I can with the flap slap here. Now, this is the technique. It's not like normal cranking. You don't have to be hitting the bottom and deflecting off of objects like you do with a regular crankbait. You can actually catch bass on the flap slap on riprap without hitting the bottom. So, like I said, I usually get up and make that long parallel cast, try to target that 1 to 4 foot of water with some type of a medium fast retrieve. And another thing with the flap slap, guys, is I'll throw it out there and I'll reel it medium fast retrieve like that, and occasionally I'll pull it a little bit and reel it like that. Just try to make it erratic. Just dart it around like a little wounded shad or something. And guys, they love it and they'll bite it all day long, especially the dirtier the water. The dirtier the water, the better this works. Super, super good pattern. And